All right, thank you very much. Technical problems again. Oh, pandemic. And one of the friend came and he doesn't have any job right now. I'm sorry for him. It's very depressed, negative. But also, we try to continue to enjoy our life, holiday seasons. We don't want to stay in low energy. We want to do something. So I checked our numbers yesterday about COVID-19. Yeah? The cases counted over 10,000, 100,000, the total, and over 1,500 new cases, new infections, and the total 1,082 fatalities. And it was September 16. CNN said 1 out of 500 people dying from COVID in the US. And the heart disease, number 1, and the cancer, number 2, and the COVID-19 is number 3. But maybe that's changed. We worry, concerned, scared, because could die from COVID, because after effect, and also we give to someone else. Your family member, loved one, friend, or somebody else, strangers. That's why this COVID is a little bit different. You might have an elderly home, pre-existing condition, and many parents concerned about the young children too. So what kind of faith we should have? I'd like to read the Voice of Universe, number 113, page 350. Number 113, page 113, number 350. For the sake of the country, other people, and yourself, practice a faith that is sincere and not wasteful. For the sake of the country, other people, and yourself, practice a faith that is sincere and not wasteful. 国のため、人のため、我が身のためも思い、すべてを粗末にしないように、誠の信心をせよ。For the country, other people, and yourself. Country doesn't mean government, but all people live in the U.S., everything, include everybody. And they say, practice a faith that is sincere and not wasteful. Sincere and not wasteful. To me, not arrogant, but careful, respect, and humble. So what the founder did. Founder's time, very confusion time. The government, the Tokugawa era, and the new Meiji era established. There's so many changes. And Konko-sama said, kuboi tokoro, stand on the kuboi tokoro. He drew a picture in his record of Revelation, this. And it's also in the memory the Konko died in, this, he drew this. And same sentence with this drawing. Two different record of Revelation and the memory the Konko died in. It said India, China, Japan. India, China, Japan. This one also Tendiku, let's say India, To, Kara is China, and it's Japan. Actually, this means world. Not only India and China, but at the time China is huge from Japanese, and India is a far country, and there's a Western culture so new. And if you say India and China, that means the world for Japanese at the time. You talk about the world. And he wrote, like the way of water gathered into the depression, all the world's problems gathered in this Hiromai. He said, like the way of water gathered into the depression. So this is the water going into here. It's in Japan, but also Hiromai, the church. Konko died in Hiromai. All the world's problems gathered in this Hiromai. So this place, all problems gather here. Just like a water, the foothold. And so this is a kind of higher place, the water coming into lower place. And this is here. Interesting, a little bit different from this and this. And one of the senses said, because this thicker here, the water come in and thicker and maybe overflowing backward. This looks like just coming in, but this is could be backward. So it coming in the water and backward. So what does it mean? Kongo-sama also mentioned that interesting sentences in the record of Revelation. He wrote, oceans and rivers change, and even the deserted village can turn into the bustling town. The world is ever changing. Society shall shift from confusion to peace. Ocean and rivers change, and even deserted village, the small town can become a big city. The world is ever changing. Society shall shift from confusion to peace. Of course, this is not talking about current 2021, but still we can learn from this. Kongo-sama said Kuboi talked about a depression or lower place and stand there and see what's happening. And you can see the truth and the fact from that. You can feel that. You can see what's the wrong, what's the right, and what's the important thing. You know, fact and truth is something different. We have to see the truth too. And Kongo-sama always try to stand in the lower place, Kuboi Tokoro, and understand the people, understand what's happening. I'd like to share one more story Reverend Yoshihiro Kondo experienced. I think he's a 30s. He just became a head minister of Suita Church last year, April. And 3 months later, they found the family members infected with COVID-19. I don't know who got, he didn't mention that, but family members. Maybe it could be he, his wife, or children. And it was never expected. And why me? He felt that way. Because they didn't do nothing. They don't go to any place, the pandemic, the people who got infected, there's no party, nothing. How you get COVID? And also, what about church? What about myself? So they have to contact our church members. Yeah, don't come. And contact many places. And they have to close the church about 1 month. He just became a head of ministry and prayed to Kami-sama, I want to be a useful person. I would like to help people as much as possible. I want to sit in the kekai and help people. And this happened. People cannot come at all. So he kind of depressed. He said he was seized with despair. And also he had a fear against the virus. And he comes to the altar and tried to pray, but cannot pray, he said. He wasn't able to pray. And these are bad rumors. Years ago, nobody know anything, just started pandemic. And in Japan, it's kind of weird because many famous people got COVID. They have to sorry to people, sorry to on the TV, those who got infected, say, I'm sorry, I got infected, I'm very sorry. I don't know why they have to say sorry. They're patient, they recover well, and they have to say sorry to community. There's no bad rumors, yeah? Because of your behavior, some people believe you got the COVID. So not like that, but because the rumor, they're so scared to go out. Even though the health center said you okay, past 2 weeks, they couldn't go out because they scared the people. Very negative experience for them. But they were able to turn their negative experience to positive. They saw a worry, but to appreciation. They realized that the church members cannot enter the church, but they come early in the morning and pray outside. Usually they come inside, right, and join the prayer session, but they cannot. So stay outside, but still pray from outside. And they receive so much email from church members, church senseis, other senseis, encourage them. And children's school, the preschool, they're so nice. They're very sincere response to them. And also many people call them. And also the church members, the relatives brought their food and daily items, because they cannot go out at all, yeah? They cannot buy nothing. So somebody has to buy for them and brought them to the church. And actually, because no information at the time, kind of scary, you might get infected, just go in. But they did. The church members and relatives, they could get COVID-19, but they want to help. There's a many people help. Wives, parents send a package to them too from a farm, because unknown virus. So there are many discrimination and slander. Maybe not only Japan, but many places it happens. So he saw people hurt people, but also he learned people help people. He's scared. He wasn't able to go outside because of people might hurt him. But also he learned many people helped him, and that saved them. There's a heart, I want to save people, I want to help people. So all those who need help, somebody call, what happened? I can help you. That's only conversation or make them happy, help. Human beings, he said human beings can help people and also be helped and help each other. That's a human being. So he said that experience, the COVID-19 experience for him was a challenge from Kami-sama. The newly appointed head minister, Kami-sama sent a challenge, also salvation. So he said that was a gift for him. We want to expand like a cycle of salvation instead of a cycle of misfortune. I want to help. I want to help. And they want to help. And they want to help with the cycle of salvation. So he was forced to stand in the lower place. He got COVID. He had to stay the kind of kuboi tokoro, lower place. But he was able to see what's happening. He experienced that. And he learned people hurt people, also people save people. He was able to see the fact and truth. Teaching said, for the sake of the country, other people, in yourself, practice a faith that is sincere and not wasteful. 国のため、人のため、我が身のためも思い、すべてを粗末にしないように、誠の信心をせよ。The world is ever changing, Honko-sama said, because he was able to stand in the kuboito, lower place. He was able to see the truth in the fact and understand what's right, what's wrong, what's important. Practice faith that is sincere and not wasteful. To me, try to understand what's happening, try to understand the people. Reverend Yoshihiro Kondo experiencing COVID-19 experience. He was able to experience that people can hurt people, but also people help people. Practice faith that is sincere and not wasteful. He was able to learn important lessons from his experience. Recently, I watched the YouTube in the kind of martial arts thing, and I learned Budo, and they say they learn try to throw the opponent, and usually you need a technique of power to throw opponent in martial arts. But it's a Budo. He said you connect your opponent, and you feel, and you change, and they change. And you can throw. That's the method, kind of hard to explain, but that's the method that you don't use the power, overpower others, but connect, feel, and you change, you move, and they change. That's why they lost the balance, and you can throw. And there's a kind of life too. You connect others. You want to change others, but it's not going to happen. But you connect others, and you change, they change. People who can understand animals' feeling, like a pet, they try to understand the pet, kind of lower, and have the pet perspective, so they understand what the dog thinking, the cat, guinea pig. They try to understand. The parents too, mother, to understand the baby because they want to try to understand. We too, we try to understand others. We can understand, but sometimes we reject it instead of try to understand. So never understand, never connect, never ayuka. We try to understand kami-sama. We try to understand people. We try to understand what's going on. And I think this is the attitude, behavior for us, sincere and not wasteful. We can overcome problems because we try to understand the kami-sama. What's the message? Why is this happening? We try to understand the people. People can help us. We try to understand ourselves, what we want to do. So we should stay in lower place and see from the perspective can be different. Bird view is important, but cannot see, cannot feel, cannot understand everything. You have to stay low, and we can understand. That's the way to connect kami-sama, to connect people. Thank you very much. I'd like to conclude today. Let us practice faith. And that's very important in this situation. Thank you very much. I'd like to recite 10 perspectives in closing prayer. Thank you. Recitation of Tenchi Kakitsuke, page 6. 池上金光大臣、天地仮面の神、真に願え。影は我が心にあり、今月今日で頼め。Pray sincerely with all your heart, be one with the kami. Kami's blessings begin within, heart grateful and caring. Yamani and joy, look to kami always, now and forever, on this very day. Pray. Closing prayer, page 15. Dear Divine Parent of the universe, we are deeply grateful for the way mediation. We offer heartfelt gratitude for divine blessings, material and spiritual, temporal and eternal. We pray that your divine favor be granted to one and all, each and every day. Thank you very much. Now let's sing a Shining Shimmering Light. Please rise if you're able and give us please.
With a heart caught up in doubt and worry, I face my life every
Thank you very much. Please be seated. The announcement. So today, end of the year, we're going to have a church cleanup. And also, New Year's Day service will be held in nightclub this Saturday, January 1st. Anything else? Oh, mochi making 31st. We make a komochi to give away around maybe around 10 o'clock. Anything else? No? So we have a omiki today.